Hey guys, Daniel McCarthy here. Welcome back to another week of my vlog. Today I'm going to be talking to you about being good enough from within. So the reason I'm talking to you guys about this today is I noticed that lately I've been talking to a lot of my clients about it. And it's this idea of feeling like you're good enough, but from within here, okay, within you. So what I've noticed with a lot of clients, they place their self-worth on external things, okay? So it might be about how much money they make, or about getting a promotion at work, or about how much they weigh on the scales, or how far they can run. They place their worth on these external things, all right? I'm a worthy person when I weigh X amount. I'm a worthy person when I can run 10 kilometers a day. I'm a worthy person when I earn this much money a year. And I see it a lot. And the problem with this is that when we place our self-worth on something external, it can get taken away from us, all right? It's out of our control. Because what happens when you don't get that promotion at work? What happens when you don't earn that much money a year? What happens when the number on the scales aren't what you have in your head? What happens then? Okay, usually people feel really miserable, they feel depressed, they feel stressed, and they don't feel really great at all, okay? So this is totally different from this idea about feeling good enough from within. And I initially read about this through somebody called Brené Brown. A lot of you guys might have heard of her. She's a social worker over in the US. She had one of the most popular TED Talks a little while ago called The Power of Vulnerability. If you haven't watched it, watch it. So she does amazing work on vulnerability and shame. And in one of her books called Daring Greatly, she talks a lot about this idea about being good enough from within here. And when you feel good enough from within here and you go out into the world from that place, you're unshakable because nobody can take that away from you. And even if you don't get that promotion or you don't earn that much money a year, you might feel sad, frustrated, unhappy about it, but you still feel confident. You still feel like a good enough person from within here. You still have your sense of self, your self-worth. Nobody's taken that away from you. You just experience the normal, understandable emotions given the difficult situation, and then you move past them and move on with things, all right? But it doesn't shake you in terms of your sense of self and your self-worth, all right? And a lot of my work with clients become around moving to this place where they feel good enough from within, because it's incredible the amount of people I come across who don't. When I kind of propose this idea of like, do you feel good enough from within here? They sort of sit there of like, no. And they see it as this really icky, uncomfortable concept. And so our work becomes moving to a place where they can actually sit there and say, yeah, I'm good enough. And that's the place I want you guys to be able to go out into the world. And when you then experience normal challenges and stresses, you don't get so shaken by them and you get through them. You experience the normal, understandable emotions, but then you get through them, okay? They don't bring you down for a long period of time. So I hope that makes sense to you guys, and I want you to kind of finish this video and ask yourselves, do I feel good enough from within here? If the answer is no, if you find that quite icky and uncomfortable, even the idea about it, maybe it's time to start kind of looking at this idea further. Like I mentioned before, one of the great books that I actually recommend a lot to clients as a great starting point is Brené Brown's Daring Greatly. It's an amazing book. I can't recommend it highly enough. So that might be a good starting point, and then reaching out if you need something further, seeking some support from a psychologist or counsellor to help you with this idea of feeling good enough from within. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you all next week. Bye for now.